here's what I've got done so far. How did you do? Did you chain your 5? Did you remember to check before beginning your square that you chained 5? Sometimes forgetting is the best way to remember later. Okay, and I only have one more square to go on this round, and I'm going to show you that because it's, again, working into the slip stitches instead of the end of the row. Now, you don't have to work in the slip stitches. See how this rolls right here? That's because of working into the slip stitches. So you can either have the roll or you can have the bulk. You know, you got to give up one for the other. And since I'm going to block this when I'm finished, that's why I'm going to go ahead and work in the slip stitches and avoid the bulk. So anyway, what we're going to do is start our last square, and we do it like we normally do because we have an L to work into. We do not need to make our chain of 5. Alright, so we got 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and then our 7th is going to go into this slip stitch. Now you have the option. You could go around the slip stitch and do it that way. And you'll just have like a little thick spot right here instead of it rolling. Like I said, that's up to you. Here, I'm going to do it that way and we'll see what that looks like. Okay. Look what that looks like. And I can feel it. It's like a big lump going through it. So I'm going to tear these out and I'm going to go into the slip stitch. You can try it and see what the texture feels like for you. If you like it, then just do it that way. But I really would rather go into the slip stitch. Okay. I'm going to just stick my hook back through these vertical loops here, so I don't have to redo all of them. Alright, so I've got 6 loops on the hook, and I'm going to go under the V of the slip stitch. That's 1. Okay, 3, 6, 7. Draw through 2 all the way across. Okay, next row. Working the same way we did in all of the other squares we've done. Okay. I'm looking at my work through my viewfinder, so it's hard to see what I'm doing. So 3, 6. All right. Going through here. It's like the opposite of a magnifying glass. Going from life size to a 3-inch screen. Not a good view. And I don't know about you, but as I'm getting older, my eyesight is getting worse. I have an astigmatism in my right eye. It's driving me bananas. So, especially when we get strange weather, it seems to get worse. And right now we're having those storms. Okay, now let's look at that now. I'll feel it. That is not nearly as bulky. I like that better going into the slip stitch. So, all right. So you just finish this one up the way you did the last row. And if you don't want to do this slip stitch at all, you can cut your yarn and join it in, but then you have to draw in the tails. So, you know, you got to trade something for something else. It's not going to always be perfect. So, Alright, let's get this square finished. Come on. Then I am going to make this the size that I want, and then we'll resume this tutorial when we get to the border. We have to fill in those triangles that go in the edge. Let's see, 3, 6. Heard a bang. Here's a storm starting out there. The wind probably blew something over. Unless it's my husband closing a door or something. Really loud buzzing. It sounds almost like somebody's stereo's too loud. It probably is. Oh, there's the lightning sirens I hear. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I do one more slip stitch. And I am going to do that slip stitch in that corner green, just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to slip stitch up this side of the first white square of the round, just like I did for the green round. This is so that we don't have to cut our yarn and draw in tails. And then I'm going to chain one and pull that tight so it doesn't come out. Okay, now let's look at what we got. It's starting to look like something now, isn't it? So what I want you to do now is you go and resume, you pick up your contrasting color, slip stitch up the side and start your next row. And if you don't remember, just go back to the video. I'll provide a link somewhere in an annotation somewhere in the video to the last round we did where you slip stitched up the side, so that you can go back to it and find it and do that same step for the next row. And when we get it to the size we want it, then we're going to resume the video tutorial series, and then I'll show you how to put these triangles in the edge so you have a straight edge. For me, I'm not doing a little small triangle in the corner. It's going to be a rounded edge like that. So we will see you in the next video several rounds from now. Happy crocheting. Let me know how you're doing. Bye.